You're listening to the Daily Sales Tips Podcast, and I'm your host, Scott Ingram. Sometimes things happen for a reason. David Weiss sent me this tip back on February 28th, and as important as it was then, it just didn't quite fit into the schedule for a couple of weeks. Now, I think it's more relevant than ever. Here's my very good friend and mentor, David Weiss.
Sales success community, David Weiss here with another tip. As many of you know, I recently did a podcast with Scott and my wife on mental health. And since I did that, a number of you have reached out to me to kind of say thank you and to talk to me about kind of your own struggles and things like that. And I'm deeply appreciative of that. And I wanted to do, this tip of the day and give a shout out to, everyone in the sales community that may be struggling with, stress or anxiety or added pressure, or really, anything related to depression, anything related to mental health. And my message to you is you're not alone. The best people, we all struggle with this. And we have one of the most stressful professions out there. And you're constantly getting pushed on from your customers, from your business, from your boss, from everybody, from your family, and priorities and everything are really tough to balance. And we're pulled in lots of different directions, and there's very high expectations on us. And we put very high expectations on ourselves. And all these things can lead to lots of stress. And when things aren't going well, lots of self-doubt and kind of negative talk in your head, and that you may not be good enough, or, that maybe you shouldn't do this, or, you may be feeling depressed. And you know what, when you're feeling depressed or not as engaged, things get worse. It's like a vicious spiral or cycle where when things start going bad, they start going really bad and they start getting worse. And you almost have this spiral of shame going on within your brain. And what I'll just ask you to please do is just stop doubting yourself, stop feeling bad about yourself. Know that you are cared about and you are good enough, and that there are people out there, even strangers, that care about you and love you and want to see you successful. I'm one of them. So if you're struggling with these types of things, it's okay. Try and stop the negative self-talk as fast as you can, and look at the facts. Look at past success. Look at maybe the things that you can control. And one of the things we talked about is that often motivation follows action. And we know if we do the right actions, we should get some right outcomes, and that should lead to momentum and more positivity. And the other thing I'll say is, please don't go at it alone. Seek out friends, seek out mentors, seek me out. I'm happy to talk to you, but just know you're not alone, and don't allow you to put yourself on an island. It's not fair to yourself, not fair to your friends and your family. Talk to them, open yourself up, be authentic, be real, be vulnerable. And I promise the world will respond in kind. We all want to lift each other up. So just, give it a chance, and, do the best you can to find the right people to open yourself up to. And I promise things will get better. So thank you all. Appreciate you listening. Hope everyone is, well out there. And like I said, if anybody wants to talk, feel free to reach out. I'm here for you. Thanks.
The episode that David referred to, where I talked with him and his wife, Erin, who is a trained psychologist, was in episode 87 of the Sales Success Stories podcast. As always, we'll have more links for you at dailysales.tips/429, where you can learn how to connect with David and find links to the other interviews that we've done together over the years. Then be sure to come back tomorrow for another great sales tip. Thanks for listening.